everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're doing another twin flame energy reading. This reading is meant to be timeless, so no matter when you find it, no matter where you're at on your journey when you find it, there is a message for you here. Today we're going to be pulling from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle cards by Radleigh Valentine. And the first card is Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation. I am here and helping you. And what I feel like this is regardless of if Archangel Michael is literally with you or not, you always have guardian angels, guardian spirits that are guiding you throughout your journey, and God is guiding you as well. You don't walk this journey alone. And even if you don't have, physical support, although I do recommend that highly as you're moving through this journey, you're not meant to walk through it alone, but you do have guidance that is available to you at all times if you are willing and receptive to hearing it and making those necessary changes. You do have to ask, you do have to be willing to put it into practice. You do have to be sincere when you ask, but God and your spirit guides are always there to guide you in every moment. You just have to pay attention to what the signs, the synchronicities, what your inner guidance is pointing you towards so that you can know which step to take. And you're always looking for that good, peaceful feeling within in order to know how to move forward. And if you don't have a peaceful feeling within, maybe you're feeling a lot of stress or things like that, anxiety, fear, that's where you need to go to heal. And then once you find a place of peace, then you'll have your next guided steps. And maybe it is the next layer of the upset, or maybe it will be a tangible outer step to take. But that's always going to be the process: is you heal, feel peace, get your next step. Heal, come into peace, and then you have your next step. So be open to the guides and the spirits and God moving through those around you. The next card is Be a Light to Others. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. You are a gift to the world. You being you sharing you. God can only come through you in the way that he comes through you. Or she comes through you. God is both, right? So if you aren't sharing yourself, if you're hiding, or if you're thinking that you're not worthy, or you think that you don't have anything to share, that's not true. Ego may have made you believe that. Maybe you've had experiences that have made you believe that. But God created you, and God knows better. God moves through you. So allow God to move through you and to share the gift that is you with the world. And that may mean something that you're called to do for your life purpose. And it could just be sharing yourself creatively, or sharing how you feel, or sharing what you've learned on the journey. All of those things not only help others, but it helps you um, to move forward on the journey too, because you share what you've learned, you share what you've healed, and you integrate that. I know there's an old saying that in order to learn something, you can teach it, right? You teach it in order to learn it, and that helps you learn it better. And that's true with your spiritual work as well. You integrate the lesson as you heal it. It's part of the healing cycle. So don't forget to share your healing with others in some way. And maybe it's just in the open forum, maybe it's just with your friend. However God is calling you to share, it's time for you to do that. The next card is Trust Your Angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Yeah, so these go really well. So you've got some guidance coming through. You're being asked to share yourself in some way, but it may not look the way that you think it should. Oftentimes the way that God asks us to do things and the way that God wants us to progress to a certain thing, our life purpose or to our twin flame, doesn't look the way that we think it should. It will go over here and over there, and all these pieces may not make sense. And God is under no obligation to make sense to you and to unveil the whole plan. It probably wouldn't make sense to you even then, and it may be too much for you. It may not be compassionate. It may change what you would do. And God wants you to overcome your challenges, wants you to grow, and it doesn't help you to give you everything, right? You are building faith, you are building your dependence on God, you are building your um, spiritual strength as you learn to trust God, you learn to trust your guidance, your intuition, and that will lead you to greater and greater rewards and a much more fulfilling life. Because we are like, oh, it can only happen this way. And God's like, no, it can happen in all these other ways. You just have to be open to what God is showing you. And the next card is Step into the Spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Yeah, all of these cards are basically the same thing. It's like, trust your guidance, step in, like, be a light, trust, step into the spotlight. Again, like, you're being asked to do something. God is being very, very clear here is that you're being guided and you need to trust in the way that you are being guided, and you need to share in the way that God is asking you to share. And if it's not clear to you yet, feel your feelings about that. How do you feel that you're not clear on your guidance yet? What do you feel is blocking you? And when you feel that place within, give yourself love, choose clarity, and surrender it to God in order to get that message across to you. But when you feel that guidance, when you receive that guidance, act on it, because God is showing you that there is something that you need to share. You are something that you need to share, and it's safe to do that. And the bottom of the deck, the overall message of this is that the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Yeah, so God is guiding you to joy. God is guiding you to the deepest expression of yourself, to your life purpose, to sharing yourself. This whole reading has been, share yourself, live your life purpose, step into the spotlight, trust your angels, trust your guidance, and it will lead you to joy. You're not trapped. It maybe your ways of thinking are keeping you trapped. I know that's something that I'm moving through right now, is learning to let go of how I think things should look and allowing God to show me how to get there. And so, again, this message is just as much for me as it is for you all, because when I pulled these cards, they are relevant for me as well. We're all healing as the one child of God, and if you know, you found your way to my channel, we're all moving through similar things in our own way. But if you found this message, like, it's time to share. It's time to follow the path that God is leading you down, and be open to just however it looks. It probably won't look like the conventional way of success or how to do something. It may look completely backwards to the way that the world has taught you to be successful, or the way that the world has taught you to do things. And that's where you have to trust. That's where, trust your angels, trust that you're being guided, step into the spotlight. Like, all of those things are there to remind you that this is what is happening. You're being guided to joy, and you just have to surrender to the flow and do what God is guiding you. And I think I'm going to pull one more card. Yep. Bottom of the deck. This is not the bottom of the deck. This is actually the next card. This was the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, but I felt like this is a bonus card here. You will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance that you need. So if you were feeling through this and you were like, well, maybe I know what God is asking me to do, but I don't feel like I'll be supported, or maybe um, I'm not sure how I will you know get to where I need to go. God is showing me this vision. God wants me to do these things, but there's a big gap between where I am and where I need to be. kind of like on this map here, right? Like you're over here and the joy's over here, and there's all this winding path to get there. But God is reminding you that, He's in charge. Like He's your banker, He's your support. He's right there with you. He didn't abandon you, and you have to walk the path alone. God will help you manifest what you need, but you have to take the steps that He guides you to, because that's how He can help you. God helps those who help themselves, and you will manifest what you need. You will be very supported when you follow the guidance that you're being led to. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you'd like support on your twin flame journey, whether that's one-on-one coaching or your own personalized card reading to help you understand and move through your blocks to union, you can find my services at SacredTwinFlameUnion.com, and I will see you all in the next video.